Yo, what's poppin', Logang? Today we're going to be doing another rant. This one comes from Ijo Sai Guy, who says, "Rant about this server." This one's going to be a long one, more than likely. And now that I've said it's going to be a long one, it's probably going to be a short one. Yeah, as I said in the last rant, if you saw that, I'm not actually sure which order I'm releasing these in, but chronologically, in terms of recording them, the last rant I did, literally like a couple minutes ago, is that a lot of the rants now are very Discord server centric because all of my patrons are in my Discord server because the Discord server is patron only. Now, way back in the day, I'm talking many years ago, and by many years ago, I mean like 2 months ago. And honestly, it's probably been private for more than 2 months, but the story of the server is that at first, I wanted a new server to call home, because for the longest time, I had been just staying in private servers, right, with my friends. I didn't really talk in public servers that much, and because I didn't talk in public servers much, I just didn't go on Discord that much. I just didn't really have much of a reason to be on there, because the private server can only get so much activity, and everyone had their own shit to do. So it was like, no one was really talking there all that much. And so I had this idea of, okay, when I go back to YouTube, I'm gonna have this Discord server, and it's going to become our new hub. Because we often reminisce about the days when the quote book server, this was my first Discord server ever, it was the Discord quote book. We said some interesting things there. We did not have the greatest sense of humor. Half of it would probably get me canceled now because I was a fucking edgelord and really obnoxious. But enough hate on my younger self. I've grown. But yeah, it was kind of a cesspit. But nonetheless, despite how degenerate and edgy teenager we were, and how abrasive we were, it was still like a lot of fun. It occurred during the happiest time of, I think, a lot of our lives, at the very least mine, and I mean, I guess I won't say anything that, I'm not sure if other people are okay with me saying about their mental states over the years, but I know that it meant a lot to a lot of people, and so I was like, okay, here's that, but again, it has a quote book, but it's not really the appeal. It's called My Fucking Server, and the abbreviation is MFS, which is for motherfuckers. I thought that was really clever. Nisio Eason tier wordplay. And at first we didn't get too many members, but after the Zaragoto video, we got, I think Ijo joined after that. I think there was someone else who joined around the Zaragoto video. At first, it was just me and all of my Discord friends. We were finally all in, like, the same place again, and all just chatting it up. And it was active. And so active, in fact, that for a time I was third place on the leaderboards as opposed to first, despite owning the server. Cyanix and Pacino had me beat. But eventually, after the Onimai video, a lot of people joined. And now, that's when I met Minnie and Ultra Seraph and Bedoofus. A lot of mainstays on the server. I'm not sure when Sayonara joined, but I think Sayonara was probably another Onimai guy. I'm forgetting their username because they don't talk all that often. But I know they're like a huge Zaragoto fan. I think they joined after the first Zaragoto video, but it might have been around the Onimai video. I'm not 100% sure. Their username is really convoluted, and that's why I'm not remembering it. And so, now we have a lot of active members and people who I enjoy talking to that I hadn't met before. But eventually, the server just became too crowded. The sense that I got was that, okay, so a bit of backstory. I despise active servers. I hate the feeling that a chat is moving too quickly to have a meaningful conversation. Because I more so like it when I'm in a server and I can at any point recognize everyone who is talking. As a general rule, because obviously Discord servers have a lot of excess members typically, but occasionally you get them talking, but it's mostly just people which is why why for so long I was just stuck in private servers, because I was like, I don't like public servers. I don't know anyone, and it's always like a constant influx, fucking revolving door of new people coming in and out, and I never really learn anyone's name. It's always going too fast, or in the worst cases, it's like a big YouTuber where no one talks in their server. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just make the server private again. And so we waited until 100 members. We were like, okay, we're going to wait for 100 people to join. The 100th member was, I think, Schizophrenic. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he was the one. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. And he ended up being an active member too, so hey, there you go. We got another active member right at the last minute. By the way, Schizophrenic, in case you're wondering about his username, he's a big shit poster. He makes memes in his free time. And so he's made... I imagine he just found all the, schizophrenia memes with, Jared or whatever. I think my homie Jared is the meme. Probably found that funny or something like that and just made his username that. Anyway, there's a car coming by. Yeah, I get distracted easily. And so, ever since then, it took a while, but I eventually lost the feeling that I didn't recognize anyone in chat. And eventually, I saw the same faces over and over again. I knew, okay, this person has that personality, that person has this personality, etc., etc. Right? We all know who everyone is. To name another person, Hooli Sheet, I just remembered that. And most people just think of him as, the Ogie Bag Missionary, because he's the one who showed me the Ogie Bag meme, which is hilarious. It's a great server meme. Best server meme. He's a real one for that. Obviously, Neon Manta is in my server, because, I co-host a podcast with him. Actually, now co-host 2 with him, ever since Vending Machine Isekai became a thing. And technically, we also have Castaway Anyway, but that sort of died. And, yeah. So we now recognize everyone, and it feels... It sort of blends the line between a public server and a private server. I said earlier that it went private, but it's actually patrons only, which means that occasionally we do get new people. We got KD Pack joining. He's not extremely active, but he does exist, and he does occasionally talk, And although I say it's patron only, I will also just let people join if they're cool. Kakuzo, I let him join, because he's cool. I like Kaku. And so he joined. I let Toxic join, but she didn't really say much. I thought she'd be more active. Another person, Sophia, / the Necroplanter. / a username I can't say without getting cancelled, because she's bi, and boy does she use her pass. Right there in her username. Oh no, guys, I was just pinging her, I swear. I didn't mean anything by it. But anyway. What I'd say the server is most recently characterized by is me realizing that... Okay, so when I made the rules to the server, I just sort of had this expectation that everyone generally understood where I was coming from with the rules. And I'd be like, oh, I don't have to specify that. I don't have to specify this or that, or I'll just assume that doesn't become a problem because I don't want to make rules about it, right? So originally, the NSFW channel, now defunct and non-existent, there were no rules. I was just like, hey, we have an NSFW channel. Use it responsibly. Obviously, it was not used responsibly. And so eventually, I got fed up with it and was just like, okay, I'm deleting NSFW. But then I brought it back, but this time with more rules. And so, the thing is, people would either... I say people, there was one user in particular who I will not name, but you are probably listening to this and you know what you did. But, well, actually, it's not even just that one user. We'll get to that part of the story. But, this guy would, post stuff that was either infringing or almost infringing, and was, like, just not my thing enough to make me not want to check the channel ever. But was still within the rules, I just banned all the degen shit, like scat and gore and lolly and rape. No one wants to see that, except, some people do. But I don't. I just wanted it to be tits, man. Just like tits, bro. What's wrong with that? But eventually, funnily enough, what broke me wasn't anything too degenerate. It was AI hentai. Put in the AI at the end of hentai. Because there's one person, he's not active in the server. He just posted it on a whim. And when I saw it, I was just like, okay, what point do you need to be in life where you're generating hentai that is tailored to you from, like, I forget what it's called. I don't know, some AI image generator that isn't made by a human being. You have had to circumvent that process because, you don't need other people's tastes getting in the way. You don't want to search for artists you like. You just need to generate it now, exactly how you say it is, and then you get off to it. I don't know, something about that process is just viscerally unpleasant to me. It's just like, that's next level Coomerism, my dude. And so, yeah, for a while before that was the final straw, but a while before that I was just like, half the people on the server are fucking hentai addicts, dude. Like, probably more than half, honestly. Like, man, woman, I don't care. You're all porn addicts. There are not very many women on the server, by the way. In case you couldn't tell, my audience is just a giant sausage fest. But it's just like, you're all porn addicts, and I'm not sure how I feel about having a channel for you to just indulge in it further when you should honestly be getting as far away from pornography as possible if you're doing what's best for you, honestly. So I was like, once I saw the AI pornography and realized, like, oh, like, these are the type of people who use the channel, I was like, yeah, we're shutting it down. We're shutting her down right now. And that's how... Okay, so the one thing I regret about the NSFW channel not being a thing anymore, though, is that it was called #politics. And to increase the meme, I made it so that there was a miscellaneous channel called #porn. And the only indicator, like, the channel description was just, don't post NSFW here. And now the meme is kind of less funny. Because, you don't have to deal with the mind-bending nonsense of fucking porn being called politics and miscellaneous /politics. People started using it as a quasi-politics channel because of the naming convention, right? was the de facto politics channel, but no one in my server is particularly politically inclined, so the discussions were very basic, right? Not any deep economics shit or holy shit, the left are ruining the country, the right are evil. Nothing like that. It was just people just having basic ass political takes, right? But yeah, the current state of the server is that my role is called the Ruthless Dictator, and for a long time the meme was that I was super lenient. But ever since the crackdown of the NSFW channel, and I added a few more rules that I thought didn't need to be stated, or like just hoped wouldn't become an issue, but then they did. But ever since that crackdown, the meme has become that I am actually becoming a dictator. Of course, everyone understands that, like, hey, these are, like, some very basic limitations. Like, okay, who actually cares that porn is missing? If that makes you leave the server, I think that says more about you than me, honestly. Like, if that makes you leave the server, good, frankly. And, yeah, so what did we learn from this? Nothing. But what I will say is that the server is reopening soon. When the V2 video drops, and it might have already dropped by the time I get this out there. My upload schedule is weird with these rants in my videos, so it might already be out, but as of recording this, it's not. And the reason why is because we're finally at a point where everyone knows each other. We have a very particular server culture, and we're just like, hey, I was like, because I'm the dictator, right? I have the ultimate authority. And so I was like, hey, we can afford to have more people, I can make more friends and, see more fun faces, right? And there are some people on that server who I'd consider genuine friends. I didn't talk about this, but the tourist / formula, really, really chill. Gets no sleep sometimes, but really, really chill. He joined after the Zade Goto video, which was actually the guy I was trying to remember, but couldn't earlier. And yeah, he's really cool. Ijo is really cool. The reason why I'm opening the server up after the V2 video, actually, is because all the Zarigoto people are the most cool. I like Formula and Ijo. Minnie's also super chill, by the way. He came after the Onimai video, but he's super chill, man. And if I didn't say your name, I'm probably still chill with you too. Most of you are cool, right? Some of you do things that piss me off, but you're all cool for the most part, except for the guy who posted AI hentai. That frightens me on a deeply personal level. And I guess I came up with this random tangent while I was saying that I'm a dictator for the server, because I remember to make this go full circle back to my original Discord server. Back in the day, right, I was an immature teen, didn't know much. And I had this weird outlook on free speech. I can only describe it as bizarre. I had this idea that a Discord server should, I am entitled to democracy and free speech on a Discord server. Spoiler alert, you're not. That's not how free speech works. Freedom of speech protects you from the government cracking down on you and saying you can't say that. It does not protect you from Walmart kicking you out for you getting on a soapbox and saying some crazy ideological bullshit that everyone thinks you're crazy for, right? Now, we can discuss all day about whether the federal government has the right to, get you for some of your crazy opinions. But if you go into a Walmart and get on a soapbox and say, I'm a flat earther, here's why, and start yelling at the top of your lungs, like, you're gonna get kicked out, and they have the right to do that. Now, it doesn't mean they always should kick you out. Businesses kick people out for shitty reasons, sir. Sure, I'm sure it happens. But at the end of the day, they have the right to do that. And the Discord server does too. You're not entitled to that. You're not entitled to any rights on a Discord server. But back in the day, I was on this server called Werwin's Secret Evil Lair. Because he was a YouTuber I liked back then. And I recently got back into his content. He's been making some new shit. I like his videos again. God damn, those were some good videos. He made this video about difficulty balancing in Geometry Dash. I'm getting back into Geometry Dash lately. This rant is going all over the place at this point. I just want to tell a story. But no, I got really up in arms about how, he was essentially the ruthless dictator that I am now. He just banned people because he didn't like them, and I thought that was unfair. I was like, okay, but I like these people. Why are you banning them when I like them? Now, that's no reason to ban someone. But now that I'm actually, first of all, older than 15, 15-year-old's job is to be an idiot, it seems. Like, seriously. I had negative IQ points back then. And I'm now the Werwin, bitch. I'm now the motherfucking Werwin. I'll ban you if I don't like you. The only person I've banned on my from my Discord server was this 13-year-old girl. I don't know if she was 13, but she sounded and acted 13. Got into a voice call and just said the most annoying bullshit possible. Started saying, like, yeah, I don't know why I'm in this server. Some friend let me in. I don't even know who you are, Crunchy. I'm gonna look you up on YouTube. Oh, one of your videos is called Anime Needs More Fan Service. Crunchy, do you have a girlfriend? Oh, you did in the past? Hey, did you break up with her? Or did she break up with you? And that was the point where I just kicked her out of the server and said, no, you're annoying. That's probably something I would have gotten up in arms about back when I was 15. I like to think I would have thought she was annoying too. But from an ideological perspective, I probably would have been like, bro, you can't ban her. Just deal with it. And I'm like, no, she's annoying. Why would I want an annoying person on the server? She's annoying. I mean, at the end of the day, the way I run the server is, it's my place to have fun. If you get in the way of me having fun, you're banned. Like, I don't care. Luckily, everyone's chill, and I don't need to ban many people. Just the one, and she honestly was just an annoying kid, right? She's probably gonna look back on that in 5 years and say, wow, I was really annoying and rude to this guy. Wow. Actually, she'll probably forget it, but if she does remember it, she'll probably think, wow, I was really annoying and rude to that guy. Just like I think about my younger self. This rant has gone on way too long, but I just thought it was a fun topic, man. I like ranting about Discord because I have spent too much of my life on it. Yeah, that's about it. Oh god, I burped. See ya.